What is this just doing lying around here? That's so cool, man. Little bit of a rough labradorite, anybody? Because it's just here in the nether regions of the yard. Such a lovely, peaceful place when they're not building stuff. Hello, I'm Francis, and that's Fig. He's well chuffed with himself. He found himself a bone. Happy dog on the mend. Hello, this is Top Rock, Africa's oldest and most reputable wholesaler of minerals and fossils. And yeah, if you're new here, welcome. We are a wholesaler in Africa, so we require a minimum order of 10 kilograms. Just to make the shipping cost, which is per kg, a bit more bearable per kg. I'm just taking a little walk through the warehouse just before everything, just to see how much space we've created, which is quite impressive. Never mind the guys are actually building more warehouse space. That's looking good. It's looking really good, and it needs to look good because Namibia is pitching up tomorrow or the day after. So we're expecting quite a lot of Brandberg. That's happy days. Right, so good news about Namibia. There's Cora trying to find some good news. There's Nick and Andre. And let's get on with the first trolley. Oh, by the way, if you are new here, please take some time to read the little short story that Cora's put down in the description. It involves all kinds of regulations and tut-tuts and whatnot for you to get introduced and to get with us properly. Cora's also going to put down the list of items that have been claimed in the comment section below. So if you are late to the party, never fear, you can always go and have a look at what's been claimed and therefore what has not been claimed. Right, on to the first. Right, as we, let's see what's lined up for today's show. We've got all kinds of little fluorescent, not too many fluorescent jobs, but let's have a closer look at what's going to happen tonight. What's first up? Where are we going, Cora?
The Septorite.
The Septorite, the little Harveys, the aragonite and calcite. Yeah, they kind of fluoresce like little Septorites fluoresce.
There we go.
Without too much ado or enthusiasm. Next up, what have we got here? Oh, something violently red. Man, it's blue in the daytime, but, you know, put on a bit of lipstick and she turns into a party animal. That's very cool. Nice kyanite in schist. What's up next?
Just more kyanite.
Oh, we got more kyanite. These are the long sheaths. I can see them glowing there with promise. Very cool. Ah, what's up next?
Lesotho Mountain.
Lesotho Mountain. Lesotho Mountain also kind of excitingly red or peachy. Let's
I think the white is interrupting.
Yeah. Let's light it up. There's that beautiful Lesotho calcite, as I think I mentioned. Albert is there right now.
This is old stock, yeah.
Right, next up. The coral. What's another looky-see at the calcite?
They are pretty.
They are pretty.
Belemnite.
Belemnite.
Thanks, Kyle.
Oh, Kyle gave us the heads up on Belemnite, and she glows a little orange. Nice Belemnite. Well-behaved Belemnite. Here we go.
They all have different swirly patterns. It's quite interesting to see.
I assume it'll be the calcite.
Yeah.
Obviously, it'll be the calcite. It's a shell.
Almost the same color, I guess, as
that calcite.
Not quite different. Yeah, interesting.
Very cool. Yeah. Skipping fluorite. What is this?
Can you guess? Aragonite.
No way.
Yeah.
Aragonite is fluorescent.
Yeah.
Hell's bells! I never knew that. That's awesome.
Yeah, very fluorescent.
Oh, they had to be because they're from Noronga. Everything in Noronga is excitable. And then the rimfast mark. Right. But, not all of the, I know some of these were fluorescent, but not all of them. Those are fluorescent. Very nice. Cool. Let's look at another few.
No, not that one.
Okay, slow down.
Not really.
Could be reflecting
I
the
think that's
purple.
reflecting.
Yeah, go on then. Show us your purples. Righto, and that's it for Fluorescent Tuesday. Trolley, we gotta start with some very beautiful chrysocolla. These Congolese fellas here with nice deep vugs and beautiful turquoise, all covered in juicy with, yeah, there's that nice crystalline malachite. She's a beauty. These two are rated both A grade. They weigh 930 grams. Trying to catch the juicy, and that's right. Plenty of it deep in that vug. This little flat here is going to set you back all of $137. That is for two A-grade chrysocolas covered in juicy flat. $177. Next up, two reasonably large clusters of spirit amethyst. This is Buchenhotuk, rated very good to A-grade, 2.32 kilograms. This is the larger of the two, and it is a beauty. Nice, lots of little crystallization around the crystal stem. And this one's got a fair amount of limonite and almost red hematoid at the base, giving way to some goethite as well. Beautiful flat. These two Buchenhotuks are going to cost $110. That is for flat $139. On to some Northern Cape, very good to A-grade rose quartz cobbed pieces. There are 24 of these that weigh 5.64 kilograms. They are beautiful, gemmy pink. This flat here is going to cost $39. That is for 24 cobbed rose quartz pieces, flat $179. On to some polished blue lace agates. Yes, this is not Namibian blue lace as I originally thought. It is the Malawi goodie. Tumbled from a recent acquisition from Nelspruit. This is old stock that's just been lying around languishing. Thankfully not beneath the African sun. This blue lace here, there's 20 of them weighing 980 grams, rated very good to A grade. These are the banded patterns, usually on the sides. And then there's some really nice flower patterns on some. That one so much. There we go. Beautiful banded patterns around the side. These 20 were going to cost you $29. That's for 20 polished blue lace agates, flat $160. Onto crystalline malachite. This is another version and a rarer variety of malachite. We've already had the botryoidal, the silky. Silkies are later up. There's ball malachite. There's bladed malachite. There's malachite pseudomorphs. There's all kinds of malachite. And now we have crystalline malachite. Have a look at those beautiful large malachite crystals. This is from Lakasi in the Congo. These are rated as very good to A grade. This malachite here is nestled in between quite a bit of goethite, which is nice. This flat weighs 110 grams. It's going to cost $103. That's for flat 105. Next up, a very nice flat of smoky Luena quartz, also from the Congo. There are 35 of these beautiful small little clusters. This one does have a nasty chip on the top, but invariably Luena doesn't come unharmed. It's simply the logistics and the shipping conditions that make Congo such a hellish place to try, not only try get the minerals out of the ground, but trying to get the minerals out of the country and onto the roads, or off the roads for that matter, whatever roads there are. This is an exceptional flat of Luena. Look at that nice white veil on the inside. Lovely clarity. It's going to cost $60 for the 35. They weigh almost 2 kilograms. That's just slightly more than $30 a kg. Cheap. Flat 205. Nice. Next up, we got some Salrose or Cabochon dolomite. This is from Kakanda in the Congo. Here we've got some absolutely glorious large dolomite crystals covered in that beautiful cabochon. That slightly more khaki, come tannish green is not malachite, that is kowezite. Then you've got some nice silky malachite on the side as well as goethite. Ooh, look at this one. This is beautiful. Nice gemmy crystals with a cheeky bit of malachite in there as well. That's a beaut. These 12 specimens are rated as very good grade to A grade. Here's some more of the kowezite. Nice flat, a Salrose or Cabochon dolomite. It's going to cost $52 for the 12. That is flat number 108. Next up, we got some very nice Northern Cape Tiger's Eye polished forms, also from the recent Nelspruit acquisition, rated good, very good to A grade. Tiger's Eye is not light, neither is this flat, 2.07 kilograms. There's a fair amount of, look at the veins of hematite in there. And then obviously that beautiful chatoyant nature that, look at the hematite there, man. That's a lot of iron. Chatoyant nature of Tiger's Eye. Isn't she pretty? These 35 are going to cost you $25. That's $25 for 35 little polished Tiger's Eyes. Flat 112. Then there's a cutesy little flat of half septari eggs. You can argue which kind is half, but you got that beautiful patterned aragonite and calcite exterior with the aragonite looking velvety smooth on the on the outside. Some nice well-formed calcite there as well. There are 12 of these little specimens. They're rated as very good to A grade. They don't weigh much. It's 1.17 kgs. Septari is usually quite heavy. But these little fellas, 1.17 kilograms, they're going to cost $25 for the 12. That is flat 150. Hello, fella. What did you do with your bone? Fig. Yeah, okay. Right, Lacassi malachite. Some of it ball, mostly botryoidal, but it's covered in absolutely glorious bit of druzy. There are 6 specimens in this flat, rated as very good to A grade. They all weigh 1.25 kilograms. This one here is especially nice with the dolomites broken into veins. That's gorgeous. Here's that nice silky nature of the malachite. Nice dark green, and there's definitely evidence of ball malachite beneath there. That is a beautiful little specimen. This flat here is going to cost $69. That's for 6 Lacassi Malachites covered in glorious Druzy, flat 171. Right, then we have a great big bag, a lot, 2.96 kilograms worth of Sashi River red agate tumbles. It's the old stock. They're rated very good to A grade. Just going to grab a handful here. Oh, look at these beautiful bands. Transparent agate. It's gorgeous. So almost 3 kilograms worth of Sashi River. It's going to cost $48 for the almost 3 kilos. That's flat 152. Then from Swaziland, we've got some gold banket. It's a Swazi bloodstone. That is with beautiful large pieces of red jasper in amongst the beginnings of verdite. Bit of quartz there as well. Here's a little bit of pyrite as well. Look at that. 6 cobbed pieces. They weigh 2.43 kilograms. They rated as very good to A grade lapidary material. And always nice to see that jasper. It is glorious. It's going to cost $22 for the 2.43 kilograms. That is flat 119. Dioptase. Next up, a beautiful flat of 20 clusters or clustery crystals. And I had a look earlier and I can't find that many bad ones. They're rated as very good to A grade, 200 grams. I'll take my time here because this is, in my mind, quite a worthy flat of dioptase. Let's search the bad one. The bad one says, here's a bad one. No, that's not too bad. If that's a bad one, that's a small one, certainly. This one is the worst one. Still some nice, well-formed crystals there. This one's a bit scuffed. But all in all, this is an excellent flat of dioptase. Large crystal there. Nice. It's going to cost $90, which is bloody good for dioptase. Very good A grade, especially. You won't usually see this for less than 140, 130. Flat 127. Nice. Next up, we got a variant of Buchanotip. There are 35 single quartzes, well, single, some are not, some are doubles, little clusters, the large window light lilac variety. These are rated by Nick as very good to A grade. That is spirit quartz. Do a little sweep there, a couple of them with really nice limonite at the bases as well. It's going to cost $45 for 35 spirit quartz. Well, this variety, flat 165. On to some etched blue chalcedony. There are 12 specimens here, with the matrix taken off by a little bit of acid bathing. Most of these are covered with lovely juicy on the insides. Rated very good to A grade material. It's 970 grams for the 12. It's not very nice juicy. Some of them got large, sort of the juicy's crystallized and gotten larger. And then there's always one or two that have some really nice dogtooth calcites in the mix. This one's got some amethyst in there, just a little bit of an anomaly. There are a couple that came out with amethyst, but yeah, very much an anomaly. Okay, this flat doesn't have any of the calcite, but it's going to cost you $29. That is a cheap for some etched blue chalcedony. Flat 515. Onto some silky malachite from Kasompi. There are two large, very chatoyant, nice green malachite. Oh, there we go. We got some sunlight. That always helps. These are rated very good to A grade. That's the smaller of the two. There's that lovely chatoyant nature. It's a beautiful flat of silkies. They weigh 1.37 kilograms, and they're going to cost all of $56 for flat 236. Up next, we got some petrified wood, one slice. This is from Zimbabwe, Gonkwe. Some nice big vugs. There's no much any druzy or crystallization on the inside. There's only polished one side, quite natural on the other. This limb is lovely. It's got a large, nice textured. Oh, there's a bit of druzy over there. Textured sides. A lot more druzy over here. It's our top pocket, Cora. Sorry, Cora's feeling me up for a pen. Nice bit of druzy there in the vug. There's a very nice flat, 1.34 kilograms for some petrified wood, $27 only. That is flat 148. Right. Who's up for some nice, colourful chrysocolla? It almost seems silicified, but it's not. Well, maybe this is. There's 6 of these, and they've got quite a fibrous nature on some of them. Look at that. I'm actually tempted to say that those are in fact pseudomorphs. They seem fibrous, but it's just a malachite and chrysocolla after a small little, as you write, blades. There's another, absolutely stunning. And they're not as fragile as they might seem. Not that I'm going to test that. Yes. Interesting formations, almost rhombohedral. That could be calcite. Where's Nick? There's Nick. Let me show you the other two, or the other one. Right, I already showed you that one. So let's corner Nick. Excuse me, sir.
Swear.
I've got a question. These little chrysocolla covered crystals, they almost seem rhombohedral, kind of cubic. Could it be calcite?
I suspect that underneath there, it was probably malachite that's oxidized into chrysocolla.
And the formation?
As you can see, there you go, there's a clue.
Okay, yeah, we've got some malachite beneath there. So
this is druzy dolomite, not calcite.
Okay, so
I would say it's probably oxidized malachite crystallization
on top of dolomite.
Yeah, which is there's only that one, so we can't compare it with any others because it's just that one.
Thank you. There's an interesting one. Happy days. This beautiful little flat of Congolese blues and greens is going to cost $37. That is full flat, $245. Nice. Then on to some Rongo nightclub life. These are the proverbial mirror balls of Africa. We've got 12 Galena specimens. Look how nice and shiny. rated as very good to A grade. Galena, obviously being lead, is not light. These 12 weigh 2.45 kilograms. And they are stunning. Look at those beautiful formations, man. Galena, anybody? This flat of Galena is going to cost $35, and you can hang them from your roof and stare at them. Flat 338. Onto some Kabamba jasper or stromatolite, 2 spheres. 2 polished spheres from the oldest organisms of life. If not for Kabamba, or if not for stromatolite, life on Earth would not be as we know it, or if at all. These spheres are rated as A grade, both of them. They weigh 1.12 kilograms. They're going to cost $28 for flat 651. Onto the middle of the trolley, and we got a beautiful, large, medium cabinet-sized dioptase specimen. Lots of dioptase, lots more dioptase, and absolutely stunning single crystals mounted on the dolomite. Beautiful specimen. It's rated as very good to A grade. It weighs 2.42 kilograms. It's going to cost $558. That is for flat 121. Then we have a nice traditional strontium punch bowl of celestite. This little geode is 9.16 kilograms with large. I'm looking for all the chips. 1 or 2 is rated very good to A grade. It's quite a deep little vug, but a perfectly round geode. It's going to cost all of $198. That is for flat 180. Onto Lakasi, beautiful Lakasi malachite. There's some botroidal and ball malachite formations right beneath this glorious druzy. It's a largish cabinet specimen. It's 5.83 kilograms, rated as very good to A grade. It's cut very nicely, which is why it stands so nicely. Also cut in the back, which is unusual for Congo. They don't tidy up much, but this is a butte, and it's a butte that's going to cost $255. That is cheap for druzy-coated malachite from the Congo. Flat 155 for this beauty. Then a medium-sized Bucanote hook, this sort of light lilac with dark purple points and a bit of limonite down there. Couple of little hedgehogs just peeking over the top. Beautiful, also cleaned up very nicely shaved. You are going to be paying for more amethyst and spirits than you will be for needless rock. 1.89 kgs. This is rated as A grade. It's going to cost $103 for flat 115. Then a druzy-coated chrysocolla, haphazardly balanced against a rosewood thingy-majingy by Cara because she insisted. I'm going to change that and just put it straight up, thank you. It is druzy-coated. It has got a fair amount of heterogenite, and there's nice small crystalline malachite crystals randomly strewn about like hundreds and thousands on a cake. Isn't that, Cora? What do those little things cost? Hundreds and thousands. Let's see if I can get some sun here and show you the sparkle. There we go. Nice. So there's a couple of spots here with the druzy where there's a natural copper crept in. In fact, that white there looks a lot like kaolinite. It's a very nice specimen. Very attractive. The base is a bit large. It weighs 1.2 kilograms. It's going to cost all of $126. That is flat 212. Righto, without much further ado, we have got some nice chevron amethyst largish tumbles, maybe palm stones. There's 2.33 kilograms in this flat. These are from Zambia, where most chevron comes from. Rated as very good. This flat here is going to cost $29. That's $29 for 60 small little chevron amethyst palm stones come large tumbles. Flat 258. Onto some Bucanote hook. We've got 12 regular type Bucanote hooks. This one's got nice limonite at the base. Large windows with nice dark lilac or purple tips. Rated as very good to A grade, as 1.24 kilograms for the 12. They're going to cost $64. That is for flat 88. Then Albert Mountain. Albert's actually gone to, he's in the city right now. Hopefully he's going to get some of those large jobbies that we got a few months back. I've asked him specially. So these are absolutely gorgeous. 670 grams for these little pseudomorphs with the beautiful Septujuicy bases, or what do you call that, a handle. They fluoresce like no one's business. The beautiful flat of Lesotho calcite. It's going to cost $35 for the 12. That's flat 287. Very nice. Then on to some Malawi Zomba Smokies. These have been partly polished. Where's my light? Where's my light? My light is all but gone. Nice, very dark crystals. There we go. Beautiful Malawi Zomba Smokies. They're going to cost $31 for the 4 of them. That's flat 570. Then we've got a nice flat of 70 little golden limonites from Solwezi in Zimbabwe. These little fellas come especially with some nice inclusions, such as this one here. You've got that limonite and then red hematoid in the windows as well. There's a nice dark one. There's some goethite in the making. Some of these have had hematite veils on the inside as well. Very nice flat of 70 little, hello you iron, you beauty. Weigh 1.79 kilos, rated very good to A grade. These 70 little fellas are going to cost you $56. That is flat 59. Nice. On to some kyanite and schist. And off the cuff, there's a little bit of biotite on the side here. And what is that? Is that a little evidence of garnet? Quite possibly. Red pyrope, yes. There's blue kyanite and schist. There's 4 of these. Oh, this one's quite large. Better formed quartz. There's a whole bunch of mica. Then there's some more properly developed biotite. Nice. This flat here, it weighs all of 2.43 kilograms. That's for the 4 specimens, rated good, very good only. It's going to cost all of $40. That is flat 254. Next up, we got a flat of mixed polished goodies. We got some nice tiger eye, little palm stones, some blue lace agate, and more tiger's eye and sodalite from Kunene River. There are 36 little specimens in here, rated as good, very good to A grade. It's going to cost $23 only. That is for flat number 95. Onto some Namibian aragonite. This is the honey-coloured or honeycomb version. The many forms and colours of aragonite, named after a little Spanish town or Portuguese town. Is it Spanish or Portuguese? The Aragon would be Spanish. So yes, 35 of these beautiful little specimens. They are rated as very good to A grade. They're going to cost $30, and that is for flat number 676. We got some rose quartz mushrooms. This is 12, rated as A to double A grade. This, I assume there would be some serious asterisms. Which I can actually find out, I suppose. Let's find the sun. It's getting a bit late here. Dilly-dallying, naughty, 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 naughty. Okay, let's find some sun, not a lot of it. No asterisms there. This is probably the most gemmy of the bunch. Yeah. There we go, there's a beautiful asterism. Wow. Okay. Here we go. Pure, look at that. I just cut at the wrong spot. But the asterism is ironically, check it out, it's right on the lip of the mushroom. That's awesome. Let's try another one. There we go. Here's another asterism. Excellent, excellent quality. So you've been in the market for a bit of a rose quartz mushroom? Well, this is probably as good as it's going to get. This one's a bit not so great. It's got a little bit of a chip there. Other than that, they are absolutely mint. There we go, another asterism. That's very funky. These 12 little rose quartz mushrooms, they weigh 940 grams. They're gonna cost all of $42. That is flat 849. Onto some mixed points. We've got a polished amethyst or scepter. Quite a elaborate scepter as well. Beautiful, clear quality. 6 are rated very good A to double A grade. That's very good. Just turn my torchy off. That's very good amethyst. Here's a smoky with all kinds of things happening in there, man. Those are veils, there's lepidocrocite, there's limonite, there's iron. Very nice. And then 2 smokies. Nice smoky veils. And then this one here with veils right close to the apex. And a little galaxy in the inside. That's awesome. Very nice flat this. It's going to cost $56 for the 6. That's flat 412. Zircon, anybody? There's 500 grams worth of zircon here from Zimbabwe. It's going to cost $22. It's for flat 533. And there is more if anyone wants. It's exactly the same price. So let's look at these larger bunch. Nice, 533. Some zircon. Then, very nice dark green Lacasia malachite covered in druzy. 2 specimens here weighing 1.41 kilograms. They are rated as very good to A grade. Also, the same batch that had the same person that had a diamond sawtooth, a diamond bladed tool. Right. Mind my illiteracy, $71 for the 2. That is flat 167. We got some polychrome jasper mushrooms, and straight off the bat, we are greeted by some dragon scale. That's a beautiful mushroom. There's 6 of them. What are these rated? These are rated as very good to A grade. Nice hints of blue on this one. Oh, more dragon skull. That is very nice. Very nice indeed. Superb flight of polychrome or Picasso jasper mushrooms. They weigh 1.47 kilograms, very good to A grade. They're going to cost all of $43. That's for flat 656. Onto a flat of Sauros or Cabochon dolomite. 6 specimens in here, weighing 1.39 kilograms. Nice cheeky little malachite there, standing dependently. Nice, very large gem there. Well, crystal. Well-formed dolomite. This flat's rated as very good to A grade. It's going to cost $48 for the 6. That's flat 40. From Karoi in Zimbabwe, we have got 6 beautiful red hematoid clusters rated very good to A grade. They weigh almost 2 kilograms, and the clarity of these windows are beautiful. See that red veils right beneath there? This is a beaut. Nice red veils beneath there. Here's a little cluster that has just gone all directions. And not alone either. All bunch of rebellious little fellas. There's a nice bit of lepidocrocite. Oh, beautiful cluster this. Red hematoid, that is a very nice flat as a Zimbabwean. That's $57 for the 6, flat 772. Then we got some, we've got 12 pairs of ammonites. These are, look at the opalization on this beastie. Beautiful on the inside too. These are rated very good to A grade. Lovely patterns on the outside. Most of them have a bit of iridescence, clean vugs. Here we go, that iridescence I was talking about. It weighs 570 grams. It's going to cost $40 for the 12 pairs. That is flat 324. Right, back to Congo, and we have got ourselves some druzy coated chrysocolla. This one with a bit of malachite and copper in the druzy itself. 900 grams for 6 of these. There's a lovely bit of turquoise right there. Heterogenite, making up for that nice black contrast on the side. These 6 weigh 900 grams. They're going to cost all of $103. That's for flat 133. I thought we had run out of this, and by luck I stumbled across some orange sunset calcite with well-formed biotite. Look at that. Or black mica with a nice orange calcite makes for a very attractive specimen. Nice, especially with that. There we go, look at that. That is just lovely. This flat here is rated as good to A grade. This is the good one over here. Nice orange calcite. That's 2.5 kilos exactly. It's going to cost $45. That's for flat 892. Then we've got 35 little malachite tumbles, large enough to be palmy stones. They weigh 1.24 kilograms, rated as good, very good to A grade. That'll be only good grade there. This is a bit more of an A grade spec. Nice flower patterns. This flat here is going to cost $50. That's for 35 malachite freeforms. Flat 256. The center of the trolley we go. We've got a single large Sauro specimen with a small hilltop of malachite and dolomite beneath. Rather large base stone. It weighs 1.5 kilos or slightly more than that. It's going to cost $52. That is full flat 94. Next up, a beautiful Lacasi malachite specimen, ball malachite, petroidal malachite, and a very attractive dark green covered in druzy. And it goes all the way around. Stands pretty good. It's 1 kilo and 540 grams. Rated as very good to A grade. It's going to cost all of $79. That is for flat 251. On to very good and A-grade Labradorite staining freeforms. This from Talia in Madagascar. That's on the west coast of Madagascar. They're 1.89 kilograms altogether. This one's got a nice blotchy essence. Not so much on the backside. Oh, hello, she's streaky. These two little free forms, they're going to cost $48. That is for flat 296. Onto a, Cora says it's ugly. I think it just looks like Texas. That is one polished chevron amethyst slice. It's a thick slice. Oh, hang on. Timing was good, mate. Timing was good. Here we go. Well, it could be Texas, but if it stays like that, it could be Africa. But regardless of what it may outline, it's still chevron amethyst and it's still polished on both sides. And it's still 4 kilograms worth of African mineral. Quite thick at the top, thin at the bottom. I think that's kind of a metaphor for something which I'm not going to delve into right now. It's going to cost, let me just grab the ticket. It's going to cost $64. That is for flat 894. Then, last item on the second trolley is an absolutely exquisite chrysocolla covering malacola specimen with heterogenite on one end. Look at that. That is very, 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 very nice. The bottom of the specimen is rather intriguing as well. The heterogenite goes all the way around. It's an absolute beaut. It weighs 2.45 kilograms. It's going to cost $97. That is for flat 888. Trolley, and we start with some crystalline malachite. 6 of these specimens weighing just less than 1 kilogram. Look at the shiny. These are rated very good to A grade. No, that can't be worth much. Sorry, yeah, no, it's very good to A grade. These 6 are going to cost $103. That's flat 157. Onto a whole bag of, well, 500, slightly more than 500 grams worth of Shiretsi amethysts. Small little crystals. They are rated as all over the show, medium good, very good A and double A grade. Doesn't say how many, but maybe. Well, they're small, that's for sure. They're small, they're skeletal, and they're amethyst. This flat's going to cost $28. That is flat 326. Nguni Jasper, rough cob pieces. There are 12 specimens here weighing 3.12 kilograms. They're very good for your lapidary habits and for your wheels to spin. It's rated as good, very good to A grade. It's going to cost $28. This is for flat 261. Next up, we've got some beautiful chrysocolla. No shortage of beautiful chrysocolla lately, but I suspect it'll come to an end. So we get tired of all these beautiful chrysocollas, don't we? Beautiful crystalline malachite, the druzy lights up. with a bit of my torch light on there, or my phone torch light. It's a beautiful chrysocolla malachite all round. Second item's got native copper in the juicy. That's really attractive against that beautiful turquoise. That's really pretty. Bit of a big base, 1.57 kilos, rated as A grade, both of them. This flat's going to cost $177. That is full flat, $125. Then, just a hop, skip, and a jump away from Buchanautuk is where Kwaggafontein lies. And Kwaggafontein gives us small crystalline but nice dark amethyst specimens. There are 70 of these little fellas. This is a, 300 grams, 1 kilo 300, $35. That is, well, that's without shipping, that's 50 cents for in each little amethyst. That's pretty cool. That's very cool. That's $35 for flat 94. Then we've got some blue kyanite, nice large spears, sheaths, 2.28 kilograms with lots, rated as very good to A grade. This flat here, a kyanite, generally I don't, this is probably the longest I've seen them for a long time. Let me just zoom out a little bit. That is quite a long crystal, as is this. That's pretty cool, that's very cool. A whole bunch of them, 2.28 kgs. This flat kyanite from Zimbabwe is going to cost $48. That's for flat 667. On to belemnite. Yes, Cara's favourite. Belemnite here. Little squid fossils. There's 35 of these, rated all as A grade. And we do have, well, we have tons of this, but they're all shattered and nasty. This is the nicest flat of belemnite I've seen in a long time. A-grade belemnite, there's, no, there's more. There's 38 in here. This one being the largest. Cara says they fluoresce. Oh! They're going to cost $33. That's for the 38. That's for flat 958. On to 12 diet taste specimens. These are rated as very good to A grade, and there's a couple of buttes in here. Beautiful large crystals. Let's see, there's a little bit of malachite there, a couple just on rock. There's a really big crystal. Very nice flat, this 680 grams. It's going to cost $187. That is for flat 113. Right, brachiated red jasper, 5 kilos exactly for some cobbed pieces. These are rated good, very good to A lapidary material. They are lovely. This is from, where is this from? This is from the Northern Cape in South Africa. This brachiated jasper is going to set you back at $29 for 5 kilos. That's one flat and you're half the way and ready to ship. Flat 188. Malachite next up, and it's a weird one. Ugly ones first, and that's heavy, man. So lots of copper content here. Wouldn't be surprised if I saw cuprite. Let's take our time with this one. Yeah, what are you? What are you? You are not cuprite. No, man, this is a hell of a flat. Geez, tell you what. And you immediate, maybe it's just crystallized hematite is what makes sense to start with. I'm not seeing the purple flashes for the cuprite. That is a piece of plastic with paper. Which there you go, lots of hematite. That's quite interesting. I suspect this might not be from the Congo, or if it is, we don't know where. But here we go, some very interesting malachite, almost silicated. What does that say? 50 grams. Very interesting specimens. Unique. A nice pictorial specimen here. But a chrysocolla just peeking beneath the malachite there. Very interesting, unique and a different type of malachite flat. This one with loads of hematite. It's a 1.45 kilograms. It's going to cost $28. That's flat 190. Hey, Nick.
Yes,
No, I wouldn't dream of wearing it out. Plus, I couldn't if I wanted to. He's got a dog tooth problem. So I'll come back to that, but that's a very interesting flat. Right, on to, here comes Nick. Nick, no idea where these are different. These little malachite.
It's a mixed box of malachite.
But is this crystalline, gemmy hematite in here? Is that even a thing?
It's cuprite.
It is cuprite, but it doesn't have that
it's got little bits of barite on there. And little bits of cuprite. So even though it's not A-grade malachite, it's very interesting because it's got the silky malachite, it's got the barite, it's got the cuprite on there. So it's quite groovy.
I thought cuprite. No, then I said no. It's not. It's not the reddish purplish.
And this one's a bit of a dilemma because is it malachite or is it chrysocolla?
It's obviously malachite over chrysocolla.
Yeah, but it's definitely silica chrysocolla underneath. That's that dark blue-green colour.
Yeah, very different.
Very interesting. Whereas these actually three-piece actually A-grade. They're actually very nice.
Yeah, is this like the crystallized?
Yeah, I mean that crystalline malachite we bought this time around was bloody expensive. So this is older stuff from many years ago, and it's just those three pieces left in the box. The Bussy.
Hey, Bussy. Yes, come on, give us your opinion.
About rocks.
Yeah, how do you feel about rocks?
Happy. that didn't look happy. Actually,
Vuzi is very good at curbing his
Vuzi's actually one of the
enthusiasm.
happiest guys around, and normally he does. Vuzi actually collects rocks. Vuzi has got some really nice rocks.
Vuzi's got his own collection.
Yeah,
maybe one day he's gonna bring it for us.
No.
He's
got one big polished crystal like this, with big, beautiful. Well, that one big amethyst and clear quartz, window quartz, about that big, with big rainbow bells inside it. It's the most gorgeous piece you've ever seen. And he's got big fluorite.
Babies.
We only found a few A-grade pieces of watermelon fluorite to make the lamps out of. He's got that too. So he just keeps that odd, really expensive piece normally. So he's got very good taste. Yeah, he laughs.
Oh, he's got taste. Right, what we've got here is a very good 2A grade flat of Luwena, and it is beautiful. These windows are beautiful and clear. Minimal amount of chips. These 12. Oh, look at these, man. Look at those side crystals. 1.57 kilos. This flat's going to be $42. That's flat $199. On to some rimfast mark. Yeah, rhombic little fluorite crystals. Quite special. This is the last of the bunch. There weren't many. I think there was slightly less than 2 kilos all in all. But yeah, very special, these guys. This is 540 grams for 30 little crystals. That's really hard, man. Some of these, like that's a bluish one, that's a bluish one, that's a bluish one to my eye. That's much more bluish. But if I pick them up, they just instantly deny they blew them. But alas, $52 is what 30 of these little legendary rimfast mark crystals are going to cost. That's flat F21. Then on to some epidote from Messina. There are 12 large cobbed pieces here weighing 5.7 kilograms each. Well, not each, altogether it's 5.7 kilos. That is that lovely peachy feldspar with the epidote matrix. This flat's going to cost $39. That's flat 154. On to Malagasy polished petrified wood hearts. There's 2 in this flat. This is the smaller one. This is the larger of the 2, and it's a beaut. Weighing 1.95 kilos. This is going to cost $50 for the 2 petrified wood hearts. Flat 743. On to some druzy coated all of anything. Druzy coated, there's a bit of malachite beneath there, not a lot. There's a whole bunch of rock, but that's basically druzy. On a bit of a darker druzy, there's a bit of Saurose here that's also covering a fair amount of heterogenite. A larger one there, nice pink beneath the druzy, bit of a hints of green malachite. It's very nice, 1.62 kilograms. They are rated A2, very good. They're going to cost $56. That is flat 137. Next up, we got some fire quartz palm stones. There are 24 of these beauties. That's, well, they're all rated as A grade, 1.18 kilos. This flat of 24 red hematoid palm stones. It's going to cost all of $35. That's for flat 506. We'll just sweep over there. That's a really nice flat of red hematoid. There we go. Lacassi malachite with druzy. There's 3 specimens in this flat. They weigh 1.13 kilos. It's a beautiful specimen, this. He's rated as very good to A grade. They weigh 1.13, costing $58. That's nice price. That's a nice flat for number 143. On to Bukanotuk, we've got 2 reasonably large clusters. Both of them together weigh 2.37 kilograms, and they are absolutely awesome. This is a beaut. You've got some nice dark lilac tips with those beautiful large crystals. Rated good, very good to A grade. This is the little partner. It's got that lovely limonite at the base. Smaller windows, more refined crystals around the side. It's a beauty, and there's not much base stone to speak of. Very nice flat of Bukanotuk. It's going to cost all of $103 for the 2 large clusters. That's a flat 159. On to what's going to be probably the last of the Lacassi. Well, it is going to be the last of the Lacassi malachite and druzy specimens tonight. Right, at least. Yeah. And that's a beauty. It can stand any which way. I'd prefer it that way. It's got beautiful dark green with that dolomite red creeping through the druzy. It's a beauty. It's also 2 kilograms. It's rated as A grade. It costs $113. It is flat 198. Then on to some melange, some beautiful, partly polished, smoky quartz, a large smoky quartz crystal with beautiful veils. You can see the white veils beneath the surface there. Iron-rich hematoid on the side. It's a biggie, and it's got a vug down there. Hello, vug. Some crystals in there as well. It weighs 2.5, but more than 2.5 kilos. It's going to cost, let me just put that right. Go, fella. $58 for that large smoky. Flat $5.50. And then on to a really large Malawi blue lace agate geode. It's beautiful. Deep vug it is, huge. Now, I don't know if this is actually justified as far as, I mean, it's a big piece, man. It's 7.46 kilos. The vug isn't all that deep. If it was, I'd feel differently about it. There's nothing at the bottom except for maybe this over here. It's rated as A grade. And that's easy to see why, because that is a large, beautiful vug. A beautiful blue lace. It's going to cost $113 for flat 233. Last flat tonight, we've got a botryoidal come silky malachite specimen. There's some botryoidal formations right in there. There's a little bug. It's 3.2 kilograms. Copper is heavy. Nice malachite bridges. Beautiful chatoyancy. It's rated as very good only. It weighs 3.2. It costs $103. That's for flat 163. That's it, guys. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. I hope you had you got something, or you learned something, or you saw something. You definitely saw something. And I bid you a beautiful night. See you on Thursday. And don't forget, Namibia's landing hopefully tomorrow. So if you're in the Brandberg kind of mood, get on your party clothes. See you later.